Okay, greetings everyone. This is John Moody of Moody Mystery.
Greetings everyone, this is John Moody of Moody Mystery.
Okay, oops. There. And, well, if you watched our last episode, we had a total party wipe at the Hydra Vines. You know, apparently I did not have divine resistance. So we're on our fourth party, so we've had 3 total party kills. So we're gonna, and that actually happened at the end of last stream. So we're gonna start from scratch. So, oops, sorry. Okay, let's go to the character menu, and we're gonna delete all of our other characters. Okay, I'm also gonna look up the cheat sheet. That's actually in the manual, so it's not really cheating. What it does is it gives you a M. Let's see, Lord M. Ninja. M. Let's see, Bard. F. Psionic. M. Bishop. Ooh. Elf. Okay. Okay, so right now I have the composition of the party that I want. Okay. Okay, so it's time to create the party. We're going to create... of course, first character is always going to be Moody. Let's see, I'm going for a Draken. They're actually very helpful in the early going because they can spit acid. Let's see, this is going to be a male. Really? Really? 9? Ugh. Nope, we're not saving. Okay, so create. Let's do Moody again. Okay, Draken. Male. 20. I think I can live with that. I can live with that. Okay, so what we want to max out the vitality. Let's max out the speed. Let's max out the dexterity. Ooh! Okay, let's go for shield. Physical, we're definitely gonna go swimming. Academia, we're gonna go mapping. I guess we're gonna save this character. Okay. Forgot to look up Lord again. I need to see what do I make my Lord into. Oh, a Raouf. So if we're gonna go Lord, it's gonna be Raouf. Okay, good. Okay. So we're gonna create. So our next character is gonna be a Lord. And male. Yeah, we can get a Lord, but honestly, I don't want. I want something better than 16. Nope. Woohoo! 26. Heck yeah. Okay. So we're definitely going with Lord. Okay, so okay, so Lord, go shield. Physical, we're gonna do swimming. Academia, we're going to do theology. And let's hope I'm not a big fan of the karma, but I'm gonna still save it. Okay, next is DFortae. We're gonna make you you're gonna be a ninja. Yes, we're doing the fairy ninja. Nope. So we're gonna create another DFortae. Let's see, fairy ninja, fairy male. Ooh, 24. I likey. Likey. Okay, so ninja. Let's get some good vitality. Okay, so we're gonna go with shield. Physical, we're gonna go with skullduggery. We wanna get skullduggery up there, and of course alchemy. Yep. So we got. Okay, so this is now character 4. The last 3 characters that you there is a channel point redemption for. Let's see. Now, last time we made the mistake of with the bard getting. How can I say this nicely? Making a fairy bard, because they don't get the poet's lute. But honestly, the poet's lute is a pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. It kicks ass. So our bard's gonna be a Felper. Female, okay. Ooh, nice, nice. I like it. Okay, shield. Okay, ooh. Skullduggery. Let's put 5 in skullduggery, 4 in skullduggery. No, 5 in skullduggery, and we're gonna put 4 in music. And academia, we're gonna go with We're gonna go with mapping. Okay, so now we're going to create another character. Character 5. Okay, so it looks like we're going with a mook. And looks like a male. Let me go to the cheat thing again. Elf. Let's see, bishop. Elf, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna let's do male. Ooh, 22, nice. I like it. Okay, so we're going with the psionic. Let's get 18 vitality. Okay, just letting you know that there is an ad break coming soon. So what I do on ad breaks is that's where I usually do a BRB, and I use the bathroom. Let's see, psionic. Okay, Theophosy, and we're actually gonna get your artifacts going. You're gonna be our artifact person. Okay. Moody's rule: if you're going for a spell, your first 2 choices should be either heal wounds or stamina. I remember one of the walkthroughs said heal wounds. Get it if you like it, get it if you don't like it. Let's get Mind Stab. What that does is that has the ability to make a character insane. I mean, a monster insane. And sometimes what they'll do is, if a monster is insane, they'll attack their friends instead of attacking the party. They'll okay, save this character. Oh yes, we do. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I'm glad. We have one more character to do. We're gonna do a bishop. And we're gonna do an elf. Bishop, let's see. Okay, oh boy. I'm actually gonna boost vitality because I want to try to get like the max hit points. Okay, that seems pretty good. Okay. I think we've got our 6 characters, so it's time to add characters. So we're going to do Moody, Sparkle, DFortae, character 4, character 5, and character 6. Okay. Approaching the gate with confidence, you know if things get too hairy, you can always turn and run back out. What's this? It appears someone was in a hurry to get out and dropped a journal. You're in the entrance chamber of the castle, and it appears to be empty, and a heavy coat of dust covers the floor. Small scampering noises echo down far distant corridors, a reminder that it is you who are the intruder here. Okay? Okay, so we're going to do a configuration. Let's dial down the thing a little bit. Okay, let's resume play. Now, first thing we should do is we should equip. Let's see what we've got. Okay, long sword, leather cuirass, fur legging, sandals, and we got a buckler shield. Cool. Good. Good deal. Let's see. Sparkle. Let's see. You've got a broadsword, quilt tunic, quilt legging, buckskins, and a steel helm. DFortae. Okay, you got a fairy stick. I'm actually gonna equip that for you because fairy stick can put characters to sleep, and I think that's a cool thing. And got some fairy dust, so we can. Okay, so we got the sling, bullet stones, cloth shirt, cloth pants, and most importantly, the poet's lute. The poet's lute casts sleep. It is a very it's and you can bet your bottom dollar that we're gonna be spamming the heck out of that. Okay, we've got a psionics, we've got another sling, bullet stone, suede doublet, fur legging, skull cap. Okay. Okay, bishop's wand, got some robes, got some sandals, and you got a mitre, that's what bishops wear. That's that fancy hat the bishops wear. If you remember the Princess Bride, the one like the bishop was like getting married. It says marriage. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to save. Now, even though it's an Iron Man, I'm still gonna save early and save often because just in case the game crashes. I'm not saying it will, but it probably will. Okay. Neatly inscribed upon the metal face of the chest are these words: "Open me first." Well, if you're going to oblige. And if I remember, these are not trapped. Inside the chest are several items and a scroll which reads: "A cure but twice and healing thrice, one life for thee times 7. Okay, this is going to the psionic because the psionic is going to be the one that's going to be eventually you know what. Neatly inscribed upon the metal face of the chest are these words: "Open me second." And I'm pretty sure this one is not trapped. Inside the chest are some gold coins, a sword, and a scroll which reads: "Beware the narrow corridors of the mind." Okay. So now what we did is we've got our we've got everything in place. Okay. So we've got our party together. Okay. So we're gonna look at Moody's gonna look at the map kit. And notice that we don't even, it's not even showing us walls. Like when your mapping skills is very poor, you know, you don't show walls. Once it gets to a certain level and it'll start showing you walls, then the next level will actually show you doors, and then the final, I think it's like 70 or 75, it will show you the it will actually show you up and down. Okay, keep in mind that this is the part at which we're most vulnerable. Now, if I remember, I think the bard and the ninja can hide. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to spin around. Whee! Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got 5 bats. Okay, so we're gonna, let's see. So we're gonna, Moody, you're gonna breathe. Sparkle, you're gonna melee. DFortae, you're gonna hide. Character 4, the bard, you're gonna hide. Psionic, you're gonna use a sling, and character 6, you're gonna do an energy blast. Okay, good. I'd say that's good. We're off to a good start. We're off to a good start. We killed 2 bats. Moody, we're going to have you breathe again. Sparkle, melee. Hide. Hide. Character 5, you're going to... And character 6, you can't... Well, no one really needs healing, so I think we're just going to have you... We're going to have you guard, just in case one of the bats do attack you. Nicely done. Okay, Sparkle got hit. Okay, Moody, I think I'm just going to have you fight, because your stamina's down a little bit. Okay, DFortae, we're going to have you hide again. Bard, see, the Bard's hidden, so what the Bard's going to do is the Bard is just going to spam the poet's loot. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep on going the course. Character 4, you're going to use the Poet's Lute. The good thing is, any time a character uses the bard uses an instrument, they actually go up in they actually increase their magic skill. DFortae's tried to hide like 4 times and was unsuccessful, so we're gonna have to, we have to say like, hey, DFortae hide scam, I want to thank everyone for dropping in, joining me. I'm going to be streaming for the next 4 days. Today, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Friday is going to be my birthday stream. Okay, DFortae, you're going to hide, darn it, okay? Character 4, we're just gonna stay hidden, and we're just gonna spam Poet's Lute like nobody's business. Now, one thing you notice is that even though we're putting the bat to sleep, it's waking up pretty quickly. But as we increase our music skill, that's going to get better. It's going to get better till we can... It's going to get better because I think there's probably certain musics where you casted it like... I'm not sure how it works, but... And even though we're not succeeding in sleeping them, we're still getting music training. Nicely done. It's not a lot of experience, but that's the thing. We don't want to be like, oh yeah, going after some like vampire bats or something. Okay, this is going to replenish our stamina, which for the which we need. It says refreshing. Okay, we're going to spin in place again. What we're doing is we're just spamming encounters right now. That's our goal. We just want to get encounters. I want to get to 3rd level, I'd say. Okay, so we've got some creeping vines. I like creeping vines. Okay, so Moody, we're gonna have you do breath again. Sparkle, hit. Ninja hide, bard hide. And we're going to have you do an energy blast. Okay, so far okay start. But see now our bard is hidden. So guess what? Now see what happened. Even though the bishop is in the back row, the bishop actually got was able to fight because one of the creeping vines attempted to attempted to hit bishop, and that's what guard does. You know, if you guard and they go after you, you're like, you can, you know. Okay, so let's Moody, we're not going to have you breathe anymore. Ooh, DFortae. Guess what character 4 is going to do? Poet's Loot. But I'm actually hoping some of you are here Friday, because Friday is going to be my birthday stream. I'm probably going to start maybe 6 p.m. and I don't know how long I'm going to go. I think the last birthday stream I did, I actually went overnight. I went like probably, I think, I forget it. I'm not sure if that was a stream anniversary or birthday stream, but I think the longest I went was like 10 hours. It was funny because I started at like 10 p.m. and Eastern, and I think I rated like Old Man Gaming. Oh, it started as like Fortnite. No, I think it was the stream anniversary. Okay, so let's get back to the game. Okay, DFortae, you're gonna hide back again. Poet's Loot for character 4, character 5, character 6, and here we go. I like that. The bard abused the Poet's Loot. And that's kind of like oh, I have to tell a story, you know. I used to play violin a long time ago. And one of my teachers, like, of course, this was in 4th grade when I was just, you know, in my first year. And I think it was like my English teacher, Mrs. K, she would actually do her, when I had lessons, she'd be the one in the, she'd be the one like in the cafeteria. And she every time gave me heck for like, oh, that's screeching! And that's like, that reminds me of like the bard abusing like the Poet's Loot. One time though, because I was like, I tend to be a strong person, so there was a piece which was supposed to be played soft. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna play soft, and it turned out lovely. And actually, Mrs. K, she actually clapped and said that was lovely. So. Okay, character 4. Oh yeah, we're poets. We're doing Poet's Loot. Well, you still only have one, but you know what that means? We're still doing Poet's Loot because you know, training. Okay, so we've cleared another one. Okay, so let's recover our stamina. Heck, we're near a fountain. Let's use it. Let's use the fountain. You know, let's take advantage of it. Time for spinny spin. Okay, we've got some rats. I'm not sure if these are regular rats or giant rats. They could be giant rats. So we're going to breathe, fight, DeFortae is going to hide, character 4 is going to hide, bam. And the bishop, you're gonna do a spell. We're gonna have you do an energy blast. I think, oh, yep, these are giant rats. I kind of figured because when we hit 3 and 5 hit points, they did not die. So let's breathe again. DeFortae, you're going to hide. Character 4. Character 4 is hidden. What do you think the bar is going to do, everyone? Take a guess. Oh, they're going to use a sling. No, come on. Poet's loot, baby. Poet's loot, baby. Poet's loot, baby. Character 5, you're going to use your sling. And wait, character 6, can we do... Okay, nope, we can't. Really? There was a couple rats that were asleep and you can't hit them? Sheesh, you probably can't hit the broad side of a barn. I'm getting low in stamina, but I'm still going to breathe. Okay, character 4, we're going to Poet's Loot. Character 5, we're gonna... Wait a minute, come on. We need to start kind of getting some oratory training. So we need to have character 5 start casting some spells. Oh. Nicely done, y'all. Nicely done. Okay, time for some stamina regen. Okay, so we're going to just gonna let you know there's an ad break coming up. So once the ad break starts, I'm gonna let you know. And thank you for watching, y'all. I'm just gonna say there's no rules about. Well, as long as you're nice to each other in chat, you know, I don't. This is not like a class where you get like 20% participation grade for being in chat. No. So, okay, so it's time we're going to spin around again. Now, one thing you can do is you can see how close you are to the next level up. I have a feeling the fighter, yep, fighter's 700, Lord is 1,000, Ninja is 1,200, Bard 9, so I think the fighter's the one that's like closest. Okay, so let's just spin around again and let's go after some more monsters. I want to thank DFortae for the suggestion of having a Lord, because the Lord, and this is a DFortae mod, that the Lord actually gets regeneration. So that's a good thing. Okay, so Moody, you're going to breathe, Sparkle, fight, DFortae, hide, character 4, hide, psionic. Let's have you do a mind stab. And character 6, let's have you do an energy blast. Oh, wow, we killed the rat. Okay, there's an ad break in progress, so I'm going to BRB. Okay, ad break is over, so welcome back, y'all. So we got one rat here, so I think we're just gonna melee them. Okay, we're gonna do Poet's Loot for character 4. See, I have him cast heal, but no one needs healing. Sheesh. This is getting boring. Okay, these were regular rats, so that's all right. Slowly but surely, we're getting to level 2. Get our stamina back. Why not? Hey, you know, we're close, so let's wee. And you're wondering why we're spinning? That's how we're going to get monster encounters. And by the way, shirt I'm wearing, it's Thunderbird Football, which is North Central. So okay, 2 rats. Let's see. I'm not sure if they're regular rats or if they're so we're going to do Mind Stab. Now you may wonder why my acid didn't happen. Why it's like I just breathed acid. It was apparently it was aimed at the other rat. At the both of the attacks were aimed at the same rat, and so once the mind stab killed the one rat, it's like, oh, you don't have a rat to kill. Well, we're gonna. Okay, DFortae, character 4, Poet's Loot. Now, in my last playthrough, where I was like episode B, the reason that the bard did not have the Poet's Loot was because the bard was a fairy, and that's one thing to keep in mind. If you're gonna do a fairy, don't make it a bard, because otherwise you won't get that Poet's Loot, which in my opinion, is a very, very good weapon. Okay, we're going to do a little healing. So Bishop needs a little bit of healing. So does Moody. Who else can heal? Psionic. Good. You're gonna heal Moody. Thank you. Good deal. And we're gonna restore our stamina. Moody also happens to be a Draken, so Moody can do Moody can breathe fire. No, breathe acid, excuse me. And so we're going to rely on that fairly early in the game. Moody also has 19 frickin' hit points. So translation, Moody's a frickin' tank. Creeping vines. We only have 3, but still. This is fairly low risk. In fact, I'm not even going to do breathing. I'm just gonna still do a spell because I want to get some training on some oratory training on the spellcasters. Okay, so we're down to 1 creeping vine. Nicely done. Let's just boop, boop, boop. Character 4, you're going to hide just because we can. Yep, these were the run-of-the-mill creeping vines, so we're pretty good on stamina. So I'm just gonna go again. Gonna spin around. Reminds me of those amusement park rides, you know, like the Tilt-A-Whirl, where it'd like swing you around. Or, you know, like the teacups. You know. And actually growing up, I was actually glad to live probably within like 10 or about 15 minutes of an amusement park. And it was fun. We'd go there. The good part was they had free admission. So in other words, how they worked, you can, if you want to do a lot of rides, you can pay one price, excuse me. Or, you know, if you didn't want to ride a lot, they had ride tickets, you know. So you could buy ride tickets. Very, very nice. It was family owned. I liked it. And the coolest part was they always, it's like they employed a lot of the younger people. Like the younger people, you know. And I like that, you know, employed a lot of the local people, which was really cool. Ooh, giant rats. Hey, this is going to get us some decent XP. Sparkle, boom, boom, boom. Character 4, character 5, psionic. Everyone's in good shape, so we don't have to worry about healing, so you're going to fight. Oh, let's have you do energy blast. Ooh. What? Backfired energy blast? Character 6, you're on notice, okay? You're funny, Moody. Okay, well, Moody, I don't think you can do breath anymore. You know, your stamina is pretty low, and the yellow bar is the stamina bar. Okay, so, but at least we've got character 4 hidden, so they can at least do Poet's Loot. Okay, let's have you do heal wounds on Moody. Thank you. Finally, you hid DeForte. Finally. Okay, well, we're still making good progress here, okay? Still making some good progress. Okay, Moody, we're gonna fight. Character 4, we're gonna keep on spamming the Poet's Loot, you know, because we can. I mean, we're hidden. It's like. Okay, good. You actually attacked Sparkle. Now, this is the one thing of the DFortae mod is that the Lord does get regeneration, so that's why I'm not too concerned about, you know. That's why I'm not too concerned about you know what. Sparkle! 21 freaking damage? Holy shnikey, Sparkle. You're turning into a beast. And by the way, if you're wondering why I named the character Sparkle, that actually was the a character from Wizardry 8. So, it's actually one of the NPCs. Okay, Let's see, how close is our fighter to leveling up? 271, not too bad. Okay, so let's see. Character 6, the bishop. You've got your heal wounds. Let's take care of DeFortae. And everyone else is good, so we're gonna just keep on spinning. Turn around. Oh, sorry. I have to be careful. I don't want to like. Okay. 4 rats. I don't know if they're regular rats or if they're giant rats, but let's assume that they're giant rats and act accordingly. And I'm just going to say, in Iron Man, you have to kind of keep in mind about you can't. You have to use a slightly different strategy. You can't just be like, I'm just gonna, do regular. You have to kind of be like, hey, And I actually learned my lesson in the last ones. Kind of like I have some new ideas I'm gonna try. Namely, getting a lot of. Apparently, from what I hear, Blinding Flash is a pretty good darn spell to cast. See, what I should have done is I should have like named a character Brittany, and then any time one of the monsters attacked it, I'd say, "Leave Brittany alone." Moody, let's do the breath thing. Sparkle, let's fight. DeFortae, let's fight. Character 4, oh yeah. Poet's Loot, baby. Really? Okay, so now we got 3 rats, and I have a feeling these are giant rats. Okay, so what we're going to do... Moody, you're going to still breath, but... Hide. I'm going to have you do a Poet's Loot. Character 5, you're going to heal Moody. And character 6, you're going to do an Energy Blast. Okay. DeFortae, you're hidden. Character 4, we're going to Poet's Loot again. Okay, character 5, you're going to fight. Character 6. Everyone's pretty good, so we're just going to have you guard. These were regular rats. So they weren't giant rats. That's all right. You always want to assume, hey, Let's get everyone's stamina back to maximum. Okay, 2 rats. These could be regular rats, or they could be giant rats. Let's assume that they're giant. Whoa! That was a rarity. Mooney actually got 2 monsters with a breath weapon. That's very rare. It's very rare at level 1 to actually get 2 monsters. Okay, I'm gonna say spin around, but it looks like we found quickly. Ooh, 7 vines. I have a feeling that these are just the regular creeping vines, so I'm not too worried, but still. Still, let's kick their butt. Okay, so we're down to 6 vines. Oh yeah. Poet's loot, baby. Whoa, 18, damn. Okay, 4 creeping vines, breath. Okay, character, we're gonna Poet's loot. And character 6, you're gonna heal you. You're a little bit down on hit points, so let's get you healed. The red bar is an indication of hit points. Nicely done. I'd say we're in pretty good shape. Oh, back up. Let's get DeForte. You're going to hide again. Poet's loot again. Okay, so let's stay here. Let's spin around a little bit. I'm getting dizzy. Ooh, crap. 2 rogue leaders. Oh boy. Okay. So let's think about this a little bit. So Moody, you're definitely going to breathe. Sparky, you're going to melee. You're going to hide. You're going to hide. Character 5, you're gonna do a mind stab. Character 6, you're gonna do an energy blast, because we need to get these rogues out of our hair as quickly as possible. I hate to say this, I'm gonna call random number generator scam. We don't even have enough for whatchamacallit. So character 5. Let's have you do a I'm going to assume that this is a healing potion, so we're going to give it to Moody. Okay. We still got 2 rogue leaders. Let's fight. Sparkle, you're gonna fight. DFortae, you're gonna hide. Character 4, you're hidden, so maybe we'll get lucky and put some of these to sleep. Spell. Okay, so we now need to heal character 6. Breath, fight, hide, sleep. Let's see. No, you're gonna use a healing. You're gonna use a healing potion on character 6, and character 6 you're going to you're gonna just guard. Wow, I'll tell you what, we're in some a couple of these characters are in some trouble. I think it's worth it for DFortae to at least try to come out. Maybe you can like crit one of the whatchamacallits. Nothing there, so we're just gonna fight. Whoa. Well, I hate to say it, we're in some serious trouble. We're in some serious trouble. We could have our first character death. Yep. Oh, make that 2 character deaths. Hey Tim Coolish, how you doing? Yep, 2 down already. You know, Tim, this is a new party because I had a total party wipe, so... Yeah, total party wipe, but I'm doing well today, thank you. Really? That's all right. You know, that happened, I think, two days ago. I had a, it was the same, it was, oh, there is an ad break in progress, so ad break. So BRB, feel free to take this time to go to the bathroom. Okay, well, thank you, appreciate the help. Okay, everyone, ad break is over. Welcome back. And Tim, hey, that's fine. Party wipes are fine. It's sometimes I'll be honest with you, I think the most fun streams is when you're struggling versus when everything goes very smooth, you know. Okay, we've got one rogue leader. And so Sparkle. Okay, DFortae, you're gonna hide. Character 4, you're just gonna do your thing, you know. Poets loot the heck out of you. Can't cast a spell. So we're just gonna have you guard and hope someone can kill this darn rogue. 3 down. So now we've got Sparkle down. Now, oh great. So now I hate to say it, now we're in some big trouble here. We're in a little bit of big trouble. Wow, the bard made 2 levels. Okay, I'm gonna get make wounds for the bishop. Okay, so now what we need to do, let's save it. We're not doing save scumming, so let's see who. Oh yeah, character 5, you have the amulet. Okay, so let's give it to the bishop. Character 6 is the bishop. Okay, let's update our tote board. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do is now we need to start healing some of these characters. Okay, so first let's get our party in the right order. Okay. Okay, so we got everyone where we want them to be. Okay, so what we're gonna do, okay, so character 6, you got 5 spell points, so you can actually heal someone. Let's have you heal the psionic. Good. Okay, psionic, you have 4 spell points, so you're gonna heal DFortae. Okay. I'm gonna rest just for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna this is not save scumming because I'm gonna be like, you know. Okay. So character 4 has 4, so let's see who needs. Okay, so let's character 5, oops, sorry. Okay, so let's have everyone, you know, let's have everyone get stamina back. Okay, good. Okay, good. Let's see. So I think Psionic's back to full health. So you Psionic, you can. Let's have you heal DeFortae. Not quite. Hey, we almost had a total party wipe. You know, almost. And thanks, Tim, for the new group hype. Remember, Character 4, Character 5, and Character 6 have naming rights. So, I think it's 750 channel points. You got it. Just letting y'all know. Okay, character 5 is back to 4, so you're gonna heal Moody. Yep. Okay, good. Okay, thank you for redeeming that. I just want to know which character you'd like to rename. We've got the Bard. The Bard I can do. I'll be glad to do that. Okay. Really? Okay, Tim, it is done. And I'm going to say this. This time we actually got a poet's loot. So guess what? That means we can put characters to sleep. I mean monsters to sleep, not characters to sleep. Okay. And the reason we didn't get it in the last game was because I made the Bard a fairy. And fairy bards do not get that benefit. Hey, Tim, glad to have you back in the party. Okay, we got some rats. I kind of hope they're giant rats in a way, because if they're giant rats, we only did 1 damage, but still the rat went insane. Okay, poet's loot time. See, all the rats fall asleep. Whoa! Damn, Sparkle! See, Tim, what you're gonna do? See, you're gonna stay hidden. See this silhouette above next to you means you're hidden. So what you're going to do is you're just going to be strumming your poet's lute like hidden in the background. And you're just going to put them to sleep. It's like... which personally I think is very funny. See, rat falls asleep. It doesn't last long, but once we get our music skill up, oh! Holy shit, Sparkle, you're like, oh boy. Sparkle's like, in Wizardry 8, Sparkle's like, oh no, monsters! I don't know, in this game, Wizardry 6, yeah, Sparkle's like, I'm taking charge. Okay, we're going to have DeForte high. Tim? Let's see, what is Tim going to do? Throw the sling? Poet's loot time! Yeah, music time! Y'all, just sorry if I'm being a little silly, but I'd rather be silly and fun. You know, it's so much more fun. Energy Blast. Okay, Fighter, you got a level. Intelligence. Yippee-ki-yay. Ooh, 11 hit points. Nicely done. Okay, we've got Sword and Shield. I'm gonna do Shield. Physical, let's do Swimming. Get it up to 11, and then Scouting. Academia, Mapping 1. Okay, nicely done. Since the fighter is a Draken and can breathe, that's gonna help level up the amount of damage they can do with the breath. Which is a good thing, you know. Thank you. If you gave me more rogue leaders, I'm gonna scream. That being said, though, you know, I think now we're starting to get some hit points. Let's see, breath, Sparkle, DeFortae, hide. Let's have you do a mind stab. Let's have you get some training, oratory training. These must be giant rats because they Yep, they're giant rats. I knew it. Tim, we're gonna hide. Let's see, spell. No one's Oh yeah, let's have you. Oh yeah, I forgot you've got. So we're gonna let's see, character 6. Let's have you. Let's have you do an energy blast. Let's get you some oratory training. Darn! We're kicking some rat butt. Rat butt. Don't mind me. I like to have fun. Okay, I'm just going to make a note here. We're not gonna have Moody. Ooh, Tim, guess what you're going to do? Poet's Loot again. Tim's like, sheesh. You're probably going to have me do the Poet's Loot almost every time. Heck yeah. It's good training, because what's going to happen, you know. Let's see, do we get any more level ups? 300. Ooh, Sparkle, you made a Lord level. You increase speed. Oh, come on, why didn't you get more level ups? 8 hit points, that's good. Skill bonus. Oh, 444. So we're going to do shield. Physical, we're going to do swimming. Academia, we're going to do theology. Alright, character 5. Really? Ooh, sling. Okay, good. No. We're gonna do Mason Flail. Physical. Let's have you do swimming, because oratory is gonna go up on its own as long as you keep casting spells. Academia, Theosophy. Theosophy. And I think we can get some good spells. New psionic spells. Ooh, psionic fire. Oh boy. I'm gonna get Shrill Sound. I loved what Shrill Sound did the last time, so I'm gonna go for that. Okay, good deal. Okay, so we're going to start spin around a little bit. And by the way, Tim and Chad, I'm actually going to be streaming today and the next 3 days. Wizardry 6, Wizardry 5, and then Wizardry 6, and then Wizardry 5. And Friday is going to be a birthday stream. Friday I celebrate a birthday, so you know, I've already put the schedule in, so you know, schedule's already up. As far as the birthday stream, I don't know how long I'm going to go. I think it was not on my birthday, it was a stream anniversary. I think the longest I streamed was like 10 hours. I actually streamed overnight. I think I started like at 10 p.m. No, it was like, yeah, 10 p.m. and I finished like 8 a.m. and I actually raided someone. You know, I actually raided someone. Okay, 2 rats. Despite all my rage, I am okay. Sparkle, DFortae, you're gonna hide. Tim, you're gonna hide. Character 5, you're gonna fight. Oh no, character 5. Let's have you do a mind stab. We're gonna have you guard. Nicely done, Moody. Ah, these were ordinary rats, but still, every little bit of XP helps. Oh, Moody. Sheesh. Okay, this is a stamina fountain, so what we're going to do is we're going to essentially replenish everyone's stamina. Now, I'll tell you what, I actually have an interesting idea, is that either Tim the Bard or DFortae the Ninja, I'm going to have them do artifacts. And I'll tell you why. Because they can both hide. So if they're hiding, they can just keep spamming like sparkle sticks and like acid sticks, and they'll stay hidden. So that'll actually give me insurance against, you know, like some of these monsters, especially the Hydravines. Come on, I'm like, Moody, you want to get past the Hydravines, don't you? Because that's the last, that's the furthest you've gotten. Thank you, Tim, for the happy early birthday. I'm not going to tell you my age on the birth. Are these rogue leaders again? Really, game? Seriously? These better not be frickin' rogue leaders, you know? Better not be darn rogue leaders. But see, this is the thing. I think we're better prepared because we've got our mana topped off. So breath, sparkle, hide. See, this is the thing. We've got better spells now. We've got Mind Stab level 1. And we've got Energy Blast. So we actually have more spells that we can throw at them. Oh, these were regular rogues. Oh, DFortae moved up ninja level. Really? You only increased strength, 7 hit points. That's good. Oh, wand and dagger. You're moving up there. We're gonna. Only 2 points for academia. Sorry, I have to report another scam. Oh, cool, we got a bishop level. Dexterity. Really? Okay. So odd levels are made. So we're going to do Thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy. We got to do magic missiles. I want to get more points into whatchamacallit. By the way, there's an ad break coming up soon. So once the ad break starts, just do what you want to do. You know, if you want to like use the toilet for a couple minutes, please do so. Feel free, you know. I just appreciate your keeping, you know, you're keeping the tab open because it actually helps me. That's what I like to do. When someone else is on an ad break, I'll just be like, you know. So we're spinning around, so we're going to be dizzy. Okay, there's an ad break in progress, so I'm going to be RB. Nope, don't be like that. No, no, no. Okay, ad break is over, so welcome back everyone. We are now fighting some vines. I'm not sure what types of vines are these. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a level 1 trill sound. I think these are creeping vines. Yep, they are. I knew it. I knew they were creeping vines. Did you know they were creeping vines? Yes, I did. Okay. There's one. We're not gonna waste any spells on them. We're just gonna, you know, kick their butts. Okay. So let's get back stamina. Party's in pretty good shape, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Now, the one thing about Sparkle being a Lord is in the DFortae mod, the Lords get regeneration. Oh, 4 giant rats. I don't mind that. I think we can take them. I think we can kick their rats out. Okay, so we're going to have some fun. Moody, you're going to breathe. Sparkle, DFortae, hide. Sonic, let's do a level 2 mind stab. And character 6. Let's have you do magic missiles. Hey, nicely done. Nicely done, party. Oh boy, we're going to do the poet's loot. Okay, we can't do shrill sound. Well, we'll just fight. And we'll have you do an energy blast. Yeah, we'll have you do an energy blast, you know. Low-level energy blast is going to help you. Okay, so we got one more giant rat left to go. And we're not we're not going to do any Tim, we're going to still have you use your poet's loot. We're going to, because we've been getting some good training from that. You know, it's like got lots of training. That's what we want. We want training. And hopefully we'll eventually be able to get to the point where we can really, you know, where like where our poet's loot puts them to asleep for a long time. Okay, let's have Moody get some healing, you know, because Moody's a bit wounded. Now, this is the first time this has happened. Usually, when we put monsters to sleep, they tend to wake up pretty quickly. But you notice the giant rat's not moving, and you see the 0 in parentheses. That means that the giant rat is still asleep. So the giant rat's still asleep, so we're just going to be like, let's pound on it. Tim, you're going to still use your poet's loot, because hey. Okay. I thought maybe we'd get a level up, but we didn't. That's all right. Okay. So let's move away from the fountain. Let's see, because we need character 6. You need to heal up DFortae. DFortae is a little bit down on hit points. Okay, good, nicely done. And we're just gonna spin around a little bit. You spin around. Ooh, 2 strangler vines. Reminds me of that SpongeBob episode about the Telltale Strangler. Okay. So we're gonna be prepared. Breath. Hide. Mind stab. Let's mind stab one of them. And magic missiles. Oh, the one that's alive is insane. So they may not be doing this. The strangler vine may not be doing much. Oh, Tim's in the shadows. What do you think that means? Poet's loot time. Let's heal up the character. Ooh! 13 hit points, baby! Yeah, ha, ha, ha! How can I say this nicely? I think we had a little bump in the road in the beginning, but I think we're off to a good start. You know, we're actually really doing some great work. We're you know, we've got the bard with our poet's lute, putting monsters to sleep and kicking butt. Got DFortae with a fairy stick. We need to get them. You know, just mainly what we need to do now is just do some training. You know. Okay, 4 rogues. I'm hoping these are not like. I don't think they will be, because we actually had about we actually had 2 rogue leaders, and some of the characters were level 1, which wiped out about 70%. I mean, about 2/3 of my party. So okay, Sparkle, you're gonna fight. DFortae, you're gonna hide. Psionic, you're gonna do a shrill sound. Character 6, you're gonna do magic missiles. And let's kick some butt. Game Prof 9, best viewers on streamboo.com. Ooh. And sorry, Game Prof, I'm debating whether to ban or not. You know, I don't know. It's not typical spam, but so I don't know. I think I'm not going to ban you for now, but I'm going to keep an eye on you. Because so let's bushwhacker. Let's just. Okay, so we're going to use Poet's Lute. Let's do a weak Mind Stab. Let's do a weak Energy Blast. Really? Backfire? Okay, character 6, I'm going to keep an eye on you, and if you backfire one more time, you're getting renamed, okay? I've had enough. I'm going to rest a little bit. Let's rest a little bit. And you're wondering why we are resting? It's because we're trying to recover mana. Okay. Ooh, cool. Everyone's back to full strength, which is good. So we're going to spin around. Okay, 2 giant rats. Okay, good deal. Oh, cool. These were giant rats. Cool. Nicely done, Moody. Nicely done. These better not be freaking rogue leaders. If they are rogue leaders, I'm gonna have a cow. Moo. Now that being said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably at the point where I can handle these rogue leaders. Okay, so it's not like when I was like level 1. Okay, so Sparkle, DFortae, hide. Mind Stab level 1. Spell. Magic Missiles. Let's do level 2. Let's be safe. I'm not sure if that was a bot, okay? Because it's tough. I'm debating. I'm not sure if it's a bot or not, but I kind of made the. I have a feeling it is a bot, just because I mentioned them several times, and if they were not a bot, they would have actually responded. But they didn't, so I think they are a bot, but. I don't mind giving them a chance. I don't want to be. I don't want to, like, drop the banhammer super hard, but I also know, because I used to do private tutoring, and sometimes we would get bots for private tutoring. And how you would know that is, it's like, it's just the silly way in which the message is worded. It's like it's a weird message. What? Okay, character 5. I'll tell you what. We've got some people we may need to rename. So don't be backfiring. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you're gonna. Okay, cool. We've got the rogue leader asleep. Woohoo! Rogue leader's asleep, so we're going to be like, yeah, let's do poet's loot. I think we're getting better, more proficient with our poet's loot, which is a good thing. Okay, let's get you healed. Let's get you healed, character 5. Nicely done. Woohoo! Sparkle! You made a Lord level! Woohoo! Go Sparkle! 8 hit points, baby! Yeah! Let's get you some scouting. Academia, let's get you theology. Ooh! Sparkle earned a new Lord spell. You know what, I'm always, first spell I'm pretty much always going to take is Heal Wounds. Ooh, character 5 got a psionic level. Really, only strength? Is that all you got? Seriously, huh? Really? Sorry, I have to go with Phantom Darts. No, well, I'm gonna go with, oh boy. Let's go Phantom Darts. I was debating between Phantom Darts and Knock Knock. Cause see, Knock Knock, I can get some scrolls. I can do the Knock Knock scrolls. I want to thank everyone for coming on in today, this evening. I'm going to be streaming up till Saturday. I'm going to be streaming Thursday, Wizardry 5. Friday, that's my birthday stream. I'm going to be streaming this again. And then Saturday, I'm going to stream Wizardry 5. So, I want you to join me for my birthday weekend. I appreciate it. Okay, Lord. Okay, so Tim, hide, let's see, spell, what, ooh. Shrill sound, I like, ooh, okay, so we can do a level 2 shrill sound. And I think bushwhackers can cast spells. Hey, Bass Jack! Glad to see you come on in. I haven't seen you stream in a while. I hope everything's going well with you. But thank you, you know. Really? Character 5, Fizzle? Okay, ooh, DFortae went up. Good, Vitality. I'll tell you, you only got Vitality, but still, I would have rather you got other stuff, okay? Physical. I'm gonna get you Skullduggery. Need to get you up Nujitsu. Learned a new ninja spell. Let's, ooh. Hey. Remember the walkthrough that said about the spell Heal Wounds? Get it if you like it. get it if you don't like it. And that's how you deal with that. You're gonna, like, you know, that's probably, I would say, one of your most important spells. Base Jack, I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you stream in a while, but I hope everything's going well with you. And thank you. It's my birthday's on Friday, so it's not like it's coming up right away, but I'm gonna be streaming for the next. I'm gonna be streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's going to alternate between Wizardry 6 and Wizardry 5. And by the way, if you're looking at this and say, wait a minute, this is not Wizardry 6, this looks like Wizardry 7. It's actually Wizardry 6, but built in a Wizardry 7 engine. Many thanks to DFortae for who did this. Honestly, I think it's okay. So shrill sound, we're gonna bait everyone. Let's see, spell, energy blast. Oh yeah, magic missiles. Let's put these bats out of their misery. Bye-bye, bats! Okay, so we've got some, so we got a bat we need to get rid of. Okay, Tim, you're the bard. Guess what you're going to be doing? Poet's Loot time, baby. And Poet's Loot is great because it puts the monsters asleep. And let me tell you something, sleeping monsters can't attack you. Which is what I like. That's why I like sleeping monsters. Okay, we've got a fountain here that restores stamina, so we're going to take advantage of it. Okay, let's see what do we got. 3, 3, 3, 3. Hey, everyone's level 3. Nice. Nicely done. Yes, loot, musical, sleep. Okay, so what we're going to do... By the way, there's an ad break coming up. I'm not sure if this is going to be the last one. I plan on ending the stream in about 25 minutes. But that being said, if I get a big raid, you know, I reserve the right to continue this. So I think that actually happened one time. I got like a 45-person raid, and I was like, even like 3 more hours after the raid, I had about 20 people still like watching. So it was crazy, but I loved it. You know, I loved it. But I just want to thank everyone coming on in. You know, hey, I'm glad to see you. I'm also glad I can share my love of retro games with y'all. Okay, so there is an ad break in progress, so I'm going to BRB. So I'm going to use it to go to the bathroom. Okay, ad break is over, so I want to welcome everyone back. So again, probably about 20, a little over 20 minutes will go, and unless we get a raid. And then of course I'm gonna raid out also. Okay, so just gonna say, feel free to. I encourage you to stick around for the raid. Because you never know. I may raid someone you're like, whoa, this is a cool stream. So, okay, 4 creeping vines. We're just mainly going to do melee here because these are not a big deal. Creeping vines are fairly easy to kill. They tend not to do a lot of damage. They tend not to penetrate. So that's why I do deal with the creeping vines in this manner. But I still do training, so that's why I'm wanting DFortae and to hide. But I'm not going to do a lot of spell training. I want to save my spell points for like the tougher battles, like for example rogue leaders or whatnot. Yep. Okay, we probably should at least heal DFortae. Yep, good. Okay, everyone else is in pretty good shape. Okay, we've got 3 rogues. These could be rogue leaders. I'm not sure if they are, but let's treat them as if they were and be like, okay, let's start. Okay, shrill sound, we're gonna throw that. And character 6, we're gonna do magic missiles. Hate to say it, I think they are. Fizzle! Really, character 6? Fizzle? Okay, Tim, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna do Poet's Loot. Yep. Ooh, Bard made level 4. 8 hit points, nicely done. Shield. Let's see, physical. Wow, your music's getting up there pretty good. We're gonna put it all into skullduggery. So, mapping. We need to get you the map. So Moody, you're giving the map to the Bard. Okay. Now you see the Bard has a mapping, a skill of 13. So if Bard looks at the map, you notice that, hey, we actually see walls. And that's why I got the Bard, the map skill. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start to explore some of the towers. We're gonna start to explore some of the towers because we're gonna okay. Keep closed during service hours. Okay. Pieces of old bone litter the ground and deep red stains color the earth. English translation, there's probably been a bunch of battles. Lodged within the throat of a crushed skull, you discover a strange key, as if the deceased was trying to swallow it when... Okay, so we've got a key of RAM. Okay, key of RAM, yippee-ki-yay. Okay, so we're gonna do one of the towers. Okay, I have to be careful. This could be one of those places where we have a tough battle. So let's do some healing. Character 5, we're going to do some more healing. We're going to heal Tim. Almost everyone's good. I'm going to rest up a little bit. Let's see if we can get our mana back. That's the blue bars. Blue bars are mana. Yellow bars are stamina. Red bars are hit points. So... Hey, so far nothing. I'm surprised. I thought we'd get into... Piles of old debris crowd the small tower room, most of it looking quite rotted. I haven't punned a lot today. I need to... So we found debris, but we did not find a Swiss. We didn't find a cheddar. I have to follow up. Sorry for the cheesy pun, LOL. You find a bow and some arrows which appear to be usable. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do, Tim, you're gonna get everything, okay? We're gonna give everything to you. Okay. So you're gonna be doing bow and arrow, okay? Suede pants, good, that's an upgrade. Short bow, good, that's an upgrade. Arrows, elm arrow, good. So what we're going to do with the bullet stones is they're going to go to character 5. You're gonna do those. And I think what I'm going to do is DFortae, I'm actually going to have you, I think, be in charge of the be in charge of identifying items. And the reason being is because DFortae, see what I can do, I can have you hide, and you can just by, you know, you can just be like, you can just like those, you can just like invoke sparkle sticks and just pachoo, pachoo, pachoo. Yeah, it's like, ooh, Tim, it's ooh, fun. Yeah, I like fun. Okay, so... So we're going to go back down. Yeah, let's go back down. We're going to go back down. So we've done one of the towers, so we're going to now do the second tower. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Is this the one where we had there's one I know where we got the hammer dropped on us. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it, but still. Okay, we got a 4 rats. Okay. Despite all my rage. No. Let's do a breath. Sparkle, hit, hide, hide. Let's do shrill sound, you know. Want to do shrill sound. And let's do magic missiles. Let's get some training in oratory. Okay, I have a feeling these are ordinary rats, so that's fine. We don't mind. Suddenly, a tower rafter collapses. Wow, that actually wasn't bad. Inspecting the rafter, it is unclear whether the falling beam was a booby trap or whether it fell due to decay among the support timbers. Adult content coming. Adult content coming, so warning. So a booby trap is when a busty female tries to get guys to pay for their drinks. Get it? Booby trap. Boo! Ah, 4 creeping vines. I can deal with creeping vines. Creeping vines. Yep. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Stream's gonna be ending soon unless we get a raid. If we get a raid, I'm just gonna keep it going. But I'm glad to see y'all coming on in. You know. Okay, Tim, you're gonna. Oh, I forgot what you're gonna do. You're doing poets. You're on poet's loot duty. You're on poet's loot duty. Sparkle! 21 damage? I'll tell you that, Sparkle's going beast mode here. Piles of old debris. Okay, rotted. Ooh, we got a chest! Oh, crap. I forgot, though. We got a chest. So you know what that means. That means we could have some not nice effects from the chest. Okay, so let's see, who's got Skullduggery? Skullduggery of 16 for the ninja, the bard. Skullduggery of 23, so congratulations, bard. You get to open the chest. So, here we go. Sarm, bard. Okay, I'm actually not upset, y'all. You know why I'm not upset because we actually got some decent stuff from this, and the magic sparks did not damage us too much. So I'll tell you what, I think we gotta, let's see, we probably should at least start healing people. You know, we need to make sure our peeps are healed. Okay, so we got character 6, the bishop. Okay, so we're good. We got, okay, so we've healed, pretty much healed everyone from our chest issue. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna So what we're going to do one more tower, and once we finish this tower, I think we're going to call it a night. Four vines. I don't know what they are. Let's do shrill sound, and let's do magic missiles. Okay, they probably were just creeping vines. Yep, just based on the XP. You sense that something is amiss. You are being watched. Looking upward, a multitude of bats are delicately poised directly over your head in the tower rafters. Suddenly, the bats attack. Well, great. I'm not happy that they attacked me. Personally, I would have rather, I would have rather they just like started putting bat poop on my head. That would be funny. That would be fun. That would be so funny, Okay. So, Sparkle. This is going to be our last encounter. Character 5, Psionic, Shrill Sound. Maybe we'll do that. Ooh, let's do Magic Missiles, just in case, so we can... Okay, ooh. We've got a vampire bat. Let's see, good. Okay, so we got a vampire bat, so we're going to breathe on it. We're going to go after the vampire bat. Tim, you're going to sleep the regular bats. Character 5, let's see what you got spell-wise. You don't really have a lot, so we're just going to have you do the vampire bat and okay, nicely done. We got the vampire bat. That's my biggest worry. Ooh! Fighter level! Woo! Fighter level hype! You got, 12 hit points! Yeah! Baby! Don't mind me going crazy, okay? Personally, I think some of you are here because I do like to go cray cray. Okay. So, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna call it a night. But please stick around for the raid. Let's see who's out there. Wild Dog Arcade, they have playing pinball, but I think they're gonna be done soon. See, Pez Johnson Pinball, The Voice, having a blast. Oh, okay. I know the perfect person to raid, because I'm just gonna say when I like to raid people, I like to raid people that don't have a lot of viewers. And this person's raided me before, so Camilio RGJ, that's Retro Gaming Junction. He's playing 2001 Piranha Bytes. So stick around for the raid. And I want to thank you, and I hope to see some of you tomorrow night for Wizardry 5. Y'all have a great night, and
Quite as if I look at the map, nothing makes sense. There's no fucking way I can go from the north to Or maybe it was in the mountains we went? I don't know. Hey, Moody Mystery, how's it going? I killed all these scavengers and they're back? Pretty sure I killed them. Yeah, this game is pissing me off now. Oh, it's there. Okay, I see. It's completely on the other side there.